Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I have another episode of card making for scrapbookers with Sara Scraps. I'll have her channel linked down below so you guys can check out her beautiful card. And today we are featuring washi tape. Now I know a lot of us have a lot of washi tape, and if you're anything like me, you have a ton of themed washi tape which you do not use very often. So today I decided to make some Halloween cards, and I also show you a couple examples of non-Halloween cards to give your ideas flowing for some fall cards or just some cards to have in your stash using your washi tape. Now all the supplies I'm using today are very much so already in your stash. If you're not a washi tape fan, you could also use paper strips for this idea. But I'm just going to take a ton of these Halloween washi tapes that I have and create my own patterned background. Since I have so many washi tapes, I decided just to do different strips of all of them, but if you only have one, you could easily do your own striped pattern or maybe a monochromatic theme, whatever you feel like works best. And I do have a lot of Halloween stickers and ephemera, so I'll be making a ton of Halloween cards this year and just sending them out to start dwindling down my Halloween stash, because Halloween's only once a year, people, so I don't know why I own so much. I already have an A2 size card base cut out of some 110-pound cardstock. That way it's got a little bit more heft to it and it won't bend as easily and sort of stands up on its own. I'm pairing that with a tag from my stash and this sticker from, I believe it's from Recollections, and I'm also going to pair that with some, I think, Jolie's Boutique stickers. But it says, if you've got it, haunt it, which I think is just so funny. So I'm going to use some of these Sticko stickers, I guess, and they're glitter ones, and they're hard to see right now, but you'll see in the up close that they sort of have a glitter finish with an acetate behind it, so the open sections are really reflective, so they really stand out from the glitter sections. And to give this card a little bit more dimension, I'm going to put it on some foam. You could use foam tabs or foam sheets like I do. I'm using a blue one today. I probably should have used orange for a little bit more theming, but that's okay, no one will see this. And I use both liquid adhesive and tape adhesive just to make sure it stays in place. Now, depending on how great your washi tape is, you might also want to add some extra adhesive on that. In a later card, I did have some of them curl back up, so if they don't tuck around the edges enough, definitely add a little extra adhesive so they last if it gets too hot or cold, because they do have some temperature differences. And there is the close-up of this card. I really like how it turned out. It is quite busy, but I think all those washi tapes in the back really help give it that pop of orange color, but also not too much craziness. Moving on to the next card. This card is sort of a fall card. I'm using some ephemera pieces as my main component for this card. These are from Pretty Little Studio Oakley Avenue collection, so they're a little bit old, but for washi tape on this one, all I'm going to do is use it as a framing piece. So you can treat washi tape sort of like a paper layer in that it can encase another piece of paper in order to add a nice border around the edges. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just lining it up around all four edges, sort of to create a frame, and it does look messy right now, and either you could trim those down so it's a perfect square, or you can just tuck them all down like I'm going to do here. Don't push it too far down on your work surface, because it will stick quite a bit and you just need to tuck them under. So once you do get it peeled off, you'll be able to start folding. And you could also do these one at a time. I put all four of them on before folding just so I could get a better measurement of where the other side should be, which is a personal preference, but there's lots of options when it comes to decorating paper like this. But it will add a nice border along our craft cardstock here, and that'll be the main template for our little sentiment die cut here. So this card's a little bit bland without anything in the background, and instead of using washi tape, I just decide to go for some plain old cardstock, some pattern paper from my 6x6 paper pads. And if you guys are not aware, my current kit that I'm working with is fall themed, so that's why I'm using all these elements to start using parts of my kit that I wouldn't necessarily use on a scrapbooking page. So I go for the Cool Kid paper pad, and I flip through quite a bit of patterns because I want something that brings in that bright orange that the washi tape has, but also has a couple other colors in it just to give it a pop, because it's hard to tell, but the XOXO has a blue in it, has another orange. I originally was going to go with this striped orange, but I didn't like the white stripes are actually an off-white, so I decided not to go with that one. So I end up going for a triangle pattern, And what I really like about this one is it has a geometric feel that sort of matches the washi tape that I picked out. And that washi tape that I used is just from Michaels, which I really love Michaels washi tape. It's a great way to build up your washi tape stash. But some of the other ones I used are from Tuesday Morning, so just different varieties from there. And I also have quite a few Target washi tapes, which definitely aren't my favorite, but they do have some cute themes there. So I'm going to glue this together with some ATG tape. And what's really nice about these types of cards is these can be used for any occasion. An XOXO sentiment just means sending love, sending hugs, sending kisses. So you can send this for Valentine's Day. It could be a birthday card. It could be a thank you card. I really like these types of cards to have ready to go in my stash when I need them, because sometimes you need a card and you really don't want to sit down to make it. So you end up going to buy one, but here you can just have some that are ready to go for any occasion. So as I glue this one together, I don't use foam adhesive or anything, just plain old tape adhesive to put it together. And I thought I was going to add something else, so like some jewels or some enameled dots, but I ended up not liking any of the colors that I have and just leaving it as is, which I think is fine. And then here's the close-up of that one. Again, very, very simple. And then here are the close-ups of all 4 cards I made. I only did 2 process videos because the other 2 were very, very similar. And I did the same washi tape technique on my other Halloween card. So my Halloween cards share the same washi tape technique. One's just a vertical card, while as the other one is horizontal, which depending on your washi tape patterns, you might want one or the other. And then the last card that I made, the yellow one there, is actually tone on tone. So I used yellow washi tape that's a polka dot pattern on some yellow cardstock to really give it a unique look without too much craziness. And yes, this was made from my kit, and I think it looks so different than the other ones, which I really love. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Don't forget to check out Sara's down below so you guys can check out her card. And we're really happy to be bringing this series to you guys, and we hope you enjoy. Bye!